Hello to all the graduates from the Workland School of Education class of 2022 and others in the faculty who are watching this presentation. My name is Alan Davidson. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Employee Services with Foothills School Division, and I'm here to talk a little bit about possible opportunities in Foothills School Division as you complete your teacher preparation programs. So let's tell you a little bit about Foothills School Division. We serve the learning needs of approximately 8,000 students in preschool through to grade 12. We have over 900 staff working for Foothills School Division, and we're located on the south edge of the city of Calgary and includes the county of Foothills, town of Okotoks, High River, Black Diamond, Turner Valley, and rural communities of Cayley and Millerville and Blackie, all in the south of the city. We operate 22 public schools. We have an fully online Hub at Home learning campus, an alternative campus, and 3 colony schools. And in Foothills, students have many unique opportunities. And one of the things that attracts teachers certainly to a career in Foothills School Division is the diverse programming and opportunities that they can have to support students in their learning. So things such as the International Baccalaureate program, we have a nature-based learning school, we have sport academies, and language and French immersion opportunities, many outdoor pursuits programs here in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains as well. One of the things you want to do as you're looking for a career opportunity is find out about what the values and beliefs of an organization are. And here's some of the pieces that help you understand about Foothills School Division. Firstly, our long-serving mission. Each learner entrusted to our care has unique gifts and abilities. It's our mission to find out what these are, explore them, develop them, and celebrate them. And this is certainly an ethos that has served us through many of the learning opportunities that we do with teachers and support staff here in Foothills School Division. We understand that each child is unique, and our learning design can support them in their journey. We have a strong vision for engagement, support, and success for each learner, and you can see certainly that our values underpin that vision. So when we are talking about recruiting for teaching opportunities here in Foothills School Division, here's the things that we know. Consistently, research indicates that teacher quality is the most important in-school factor affecting student achievement, success, and well-being. And so we certainly coordinate resources and professional learning and mentorship and career-long supports for teachers with that in mind, is that if we have the very best quality teachers, the outcomes for students will be best taken care of. And so one of the things that many teachers, and certainly many of the University of Calgary graduates who we have working here in Foothills School Division will tell you, is how we support new teachers. So we have strong mentorship programs both in school and divisionally, and we structure mentorship around a 2-year program, regardless of when you enter. So you don't need to begin in September. It's when you join the division. There's many entry points into divisional mentorship. It's cohort based. We work through a reflective portfolio process, and really uncovering and supporting teachers in multiple pathways in developing their capacity within the teaching quality standard and those 6 competencies within that standard. And really around helping teachers cultivate engaging learning environments where students will experience success. And then year 2 of that mentorship allows teachers to go deeper into the competencies. It's an iterative process, so you'll work with system level leaders and within a cohort asking what's working, what do I need to adjust, and what do I still want to do. And again, this kind of supports that career-long learning ethos that is within the division. And secondly, you would get mentorship at the school site where you work. And so typically a mentor is assigned, a experienced mentor, and they kind of serve three different roles. One is to act as a mentor, that elbow-to-elbow support, somebody you can go and trust and share some of the challenges and successes as you are beginning your career. And then resource provider, somebody you can direct, make sure that you have the resources available to you in your classrooms. And also that instructional specialist. Our teachers are excellent at coaching and supporting each other in their work. And so, that is certainly an opportunity that's provided at the school level. And then you would also have access to learning coach support. Our school leaders are very strong instructional leaders, and they provide that support for new to the division teachers as well. And the purpose, of course, is to make sure that you're successful. Again, one of the things we're really proud of here in Foothills School Division is our capacity to retain teachers. We would certainly not be a division that would meet any research trends that talk about teachers leaving the profession within the first 5 years. We are going to invest our time into making sure that people are successful. Truthfully, that concept of failure is not an option, is lived here in Foothills School Division. And we know it's challenging to begin as a teacher. And so we want those supports that make sure that our investment in new to the profession teachers is not something that will only last a couple of years. It'll be a career-long opportunity. It's one of the great pleasures of my role. About this time of year, I may have people coming to me and letting me know that they're retiring after 30 and 35 years, and it's so gratifying to have teachers who are as passionate and engaged in the work of teaching and learning as they were as beginning teachers. And so those are, that's one of the big purposes we want to make sure that you are mentored into, certainly into Foothills School Division, but into being a lifelong successful teacher. So one of the questions, obviously, that graduates have is how can you prepare for seeking a position here in Foothills School Division? So I would say a few things. One, be prepared to showcase your professional body of knowledge, those elements in around quality instruction. Share with the principal how you design for learning, how you design for all the learning needs in your classroom. And prepare a philosophy statement, that will speak to what students, their families, your colleagues, and school administration can expect from you. And certainly then make sure that you are living every day to meet that statement, that philosophy statement around teaching and learning. Gather evidence. Make sure that you are coming prepared if you are in an interview process, for instance, to show a school principal who is interviewing you exemplars of your practice and how it's aligned with the competencies in the TQS. Do your research on the division like Foothills, which you're applying to. One of the things that we have been really moving forward is a innovation and design framework. We're looking for teachers who can dig deeply into makerspace learning, transfer competencies and concepts from CT Career and Technology Foundations across curriculum, and have capacity to support career and technology studies at the high school level. So those are all, certainly, would be one example of the key pieces that we're working on as a school division. I would encourage you to read education plans that the school division has out so that you can come prepared to speak to those things that the division is currently working on. And then also think about what you'll contribute to the culture of a school you're working in. And this is around that idea of effective schools. So strong classrooms, strong teaching are certainly, as I said, the key point that we know leads to success for students, but also opportunities in extracurricular and to be engaged in club opportunities and arts and all of those pieces that we know support a really effective experience for a student school. Makes it a place where they belong. And be prepared in an interview to speak to what you can add to that culture. And that will certainly be something that goes a long way with school principals. We have some staffing goals here. We, as I said, we're interested in recruiting and retaining highly qualified and effective teaching staff. We want to meet the diverse programming needs of our schools and each individual student, as our mission statement makes clear. And then we want to provide opportunities for career-long growth and movement. And so we have our staffing is arranged in each year in 3 staffing cycles. And when you would be able to apply is in the third round of teacher staffing with positions that are posted externally. And so to understand more about that, and we will certainly have some time here to be available for questions, but visit our career opportunities on the Foothills School Division website. You can create an online profile and begin to upload your application documents. You can bypass the need to fill in your teaching certificate. You can just say in progress, and that will let you complete your profile. And then certainly as you wrap up your final practicums and have all of those pieces ready, go back and complete your profile. Also, if you are a practicum student in Foothills School Division, a recommendation from your principal at the conclusion of your final practicum is an opportunity to get on our guest teacher list and be a substitute teacher here in Foothills School Division, which is again an excellent pathway into a career in the division. And I came to Foothills School Division 24 years ago, leaving a permanent contract and got on the guest teacher list here, and it's been my home ever since. So that's another opportunity for graduates as well. And lastly, I want to just leave you a look at what the excellent teaching we have in the division results in those engaged learning opportunities for students. So this quick video will just share with you a little bit about how that looks for students.
Project L, Episode 3, Scene 3, Shot 11, Take 2.
Action. We don't know what happens to these kids when they get called down. All we know is that we are starved.
It's really a cross-curricular project that involves drama kids, it involves writers from English class, it involves communications technology kids to kind of bring it together. And we're shooting a web series about the end of the world and what it might be like for a group of students to be trapped in a school in a lockdown that never ends. So the idea is Lord of the Flies in a school, a bunch of students, teachers have disappeared, and it's a fight for survival. And that's all being written by students.
We are still working our way up. We're not totally perfect yet, but there's definitely a lot of things that need to be learned. Mr. Stevens always says that we are getting pretty much a university education from what we do with lockdown. So we have beautiful equipment. I have my director's monitor, so I can see what's happening on camera in my own hands. We have the Blackmagic camera, and we have a Ready Rig, so it's a little kind of vest that holds the camera up. And then we just got the DJI Ronin, which is beautiful. It's kind of like a robot, steadies the shots. So all of that put together, it's beautiful.
One of the things that we're being asked to do as teachers in this division is address the principles of high school redesign. So things like mastery learning and cross-curriculum development, and this project in Project L, that we call it Project Lockdown, addresses mastery learning and cross-curriculum practice by combining students across schools, across grades, and across curriculum and blending it into one practical, authentic project in film production that allows them to build the skills that they need to be successful not only in school but in life. Expectations are realistic moving into the real world of work.
So thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing some of you in our virtual spaces at the Career Fair.